I need to do it publicly. This is Commonplace Binder 101. I am vlogging over reading better. Why am I not reading? Well, I'm, doing a little video blog kind of thing. No, this is supposed to be a presentation. And I need to do it publicly. I can't just sit here and read. That would be really nice. I don't have the time. I gotta get something done. I need to show my work. Oh! So please show your work with a Commonplace Binder. So a Commonplace Binder is basically a commonplace book. It's just in a binder. So that's the only difference. Other than there is no index because there are no page numbers, so just rely on a content section and have tabs. That's it. Receive credit for your work because you're showing your work, so maybe you will receive credit for doing something. Maybe. There was a video that came out like 5 years ago where I was looking at it and I was like, I'm already doing that. So why am I not making the video if the video is getting tens of thousands of views? And yeah. I need to do it publicly. I need to show my work. Please show your own work so you can receive credit. Ridiculous. Thinking or communicating. Now this is kind of the problem. I was thinking. I was doing a lot of thinking. I wasn't really communicating my ideas. I was communicating them to me. And that was a very important, necessary step. But I was just communicating to myself. I wasn't communicating to anyone else. And if, you have a wonderful thing going on in your brain and it's beautiful, it's in your head. So, write it down after you do some of the thinking and communicate it so the rest of us can receive whatever the cool thing is. Now, there might be a very long period of exploring the process or explaining the process. Well, you explore the process and then you explain the process. Maybe you explore the process and then explain the process to yourself. Unexplainable Navigation. Now, it might be you have a commonplace book or a commonplace binder, which you cannot navigate, or other people can't navigate it because you're just doing your thinking. And it's your own notes. Why would other people be going through your notes? Don't go through somebody's diary. That's messed up. Just saying. So yeah, you might have trouble navigating. Other people might have trouble navigating. But if you don't explain anything and you don't show any work, you might also have some difficulty navigating life. Yay! So you have to know the moment. I know it says knowing the moment. But yeah, you have to know the moment to do everything. And for me, that moment was a while ago. So I need to get to work. Yeah. So today is the day. I am adding meaning. I don't know if all this adds meaning to my life, but hopefully seeing something like this will add some meaning to your life. So maybe you also do this. Maybe you no longer feel like you're totally alone in that. I don't know. But actually sharing it through a video format, I don't know. Maybe that'll add meaning. Really what this playlist is I'm going through the Commonplace Binder, so I never have to worry about commonplace and stuff again, other than implementing it in my school project. And I don't have the necessary words to communicate my school project. So I've done all the thinking. I don't know how to do the communicating. I need to show my work. And so the easiest way to show my work is to make something simple, because I've broken it down into a whole bunch of different pieces. This is the first piece I'm going to focus on. It's a little difficult to know the moment because I can't explain the navigation. But yeah, trying to add meaning. And this is going to be at least one book. So if you have one binder, you can take stuff out, you can put stuff in, And you only need the one book, but you might also have a cabinet that's like overflowing in the background. So you will probably have more than one binder, you will probably have more than one book. You might even have many note cards or notepads or a whole bunch of different things. You will definitely have a bunch of data. You're gonna have so much data. Oh man. That's kind of a problem for me. That is part of the reason why I need to do it publicly. Because I have so much data. I have so much information. What do I do with it? So a lot of it is just me thinking about it. But I did also write down a whole bunch of stuff that did include data. So it's got a bunch of data. I have a web of knowledge because it's all about making the connections, going between all different things, figuring out how they fit together, how they don't, and dividing the things or putting them together or making new things based on a variety of things you come across. It is kind of an abstract passion, which is why the abstract navigation comes into play. Because if you're just thinking, how are you going to explain it? It's unexplainable because it's abstract. So keep it simple. Now, hilariously, the way that I keep this simple, for me, when I'm presenting, and trying to seem like a normal human, is I don't actually read any of these after I've placed them up here. For some reason, it's actually way easier for me to communicate my ideas if I keep it simple by not even reading the things. So I write the stuff down on note cards days before I put it up here. And then I put these things up. I don't look at them. And then I try to read them off. So, oh, how do I do that? I think I saw the one below it. But yeah, how do I do that? Because I've spent so much time thinking about it that when I broke this down and I try explaining the process, the how is not really the problem. Because it's a vlog and I can kind of just say whatever, whenever. And that's kind of fun. I do enjoy that. It does get a little rambly. It does get a little bit confusing. Sometimes I feel like I'm interrupting people because I am talking loudly. But this is about remembering, not really about talking. And I do need to remember my thinking. I do need to remember how I communicate my things. So that way I can explain the stuff in the future. Now, this title doesn't make a whole bunch of sense. Vlogging over reading better. I will try better with my titles in the future. It's very difficult to come up with 100 totally unique ideas on a subject that only has like 500 videos on it. Because, assuming everyone's doing a unique thing, that's like 5 concepts broken down into one category, and then everything being like totally properly broken down in a system. That was super cool. That was lucky. Yeah, so the system makes it work, I guess. I have a few things left here. I don't know how you feel about me zooming through everything, making this go quickly. I can see we're only at about 8.5 minutes, and I'm probably going to chop that down a little bit. But how? Am I going to use new tutorials? That might be how I use new tutorials, or how I'm making new tutorials, or it could be a whole bunch of other things, but it's related to Commonplace Binder, and commonplacing, and YouTube stuff, and maybe it's about being a new YouTuber. I don't know if I really count as a new YouTuber anymore, considering I have the account from 2021 as the gaming channel to get comfortable throwing stuff out, because I still felt a little uncomfortable sharing my thinking and explaining the process. And then I made one in 2022, and I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. And I just showed, like, my wall, or the plants outside, or whatever. Like, it was just totally random. And then for the third one, it wasn't this part. It was just this part. It was just commonplace stuff. Because I couldn't really explain the education project at all. And I needed to break it down. That was really annoying. So yeah. maybe you want to check this out, whatever the heck this is. Don't feel pressured to do so. As of right now, I don't receive a lot of comments on my videos. I would say more than half of them don't get a single comment. So if a bunch of people have been commenting like, hey, maybe do this thing better or don't do this thing, I'm not going to know until at least the end of January. And it is currently the beginning of January. So hope you're having a great April, I think. This should be April. And we'll see you later. Okay, bye.